State. So thankfully, Mr. Senator Kerry Roberts has agreed to come up and speak for a little bit. So thank you so much, and we'll be flexible.
I'm not going to talk as long as Steve Gill would talk because I'm probably not near as entertaining as Steve Gill is, but I want to tell you that the thing that strikes me as I listen to Courtney speak is Courtney is somebody who understands the difference between leadership and positional authority. And what we need a great deal of in any of our political institutions is leadership and not positional authority. If our institutions are based on who has power and who wields it and who wants it and who doesn't have it and who's going to get it and how you're going to do it and what's it cost, but then decisions aren't going to be made in the best interest of the taxpayers. Leadership is so critical for us to have good legislation. It's critical for us when we're trying to do the right thing for the right reasons to get the right outcome. What happened last year in Sumner County? The ACLU came along. What did they do? They sued. They intimidated. They came in, they threatened the school board. And so when the school board is intimidated by the ACLU, what's their first reaction? It's expensive. It's expensive to fight the ACLU. So what do? They cave in. One of the things that I did is I went to Westmoreland and also went to Portland. And I stood on both their football fields and I said that my commitment to the voters here in Sumner County is to go in and find some legislation that would help a Tennessee school district fight against the ACLU should the ACLU come calling as they did in Sumner County. And we looked at a lot of different legislation that might accomplish this objective. Of course, it was really critical that whatever we came up with passed constitutional muster. And so as it turns out, there was some legislation passed in Texas a few years, and it was an act named the Religious Viewpoints Anti-Discrimination Act. And so we took that legislation, and we had a House sponsor and had a Senate sponsor. And in the Senate, it came out of education 9-0, went on the Senate floor, and passed the Senate floor 29-0. It struggled to get out of House Education Subcommittee, it struggled to get out of House Education Committee. And when it finally got to the House, it sat on the clerk's desk. Good conservative legislation that even the Democrats voted for, and it never even made a vote to the vote on the House floor. And how could that happen?
Leadership.
Leadership. And so I went to the majority leader and I said, what's it going to take to get my legislation voted on? And he said, when are you going to quit picking on my caucus chair? And I said, I'm not picking on your caucus chair. I'm standing here today because of stuff like that. And Jesse, you can go ahead and print that. That's not off the record. I'm tired of this kind of stuff. Petty, personal, politics, payback. I'm sorry if I'm from Robertson County. I'm sorry if you don't think I'm good enough to represent you. But that's good legislation for your county. And just because you got a problem with somebody from Robertson County means you're going to screw the people in your own county? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Boy, that didn't take long. You think I should answer this phone call?